Hi guys, back again with me Austin from My Boy at Heart. Today I'm going to share to you my experience on Hasbro's Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch scale Ahsoka Tahno. So, well, without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging first. This is the current standard of Black Series packaging with the artwork down here. The name Ahsoka Tahno, and nothing much really. Window box open. I think the most important part is on the bio, which you can read. I'll read a little bit. The apprentice of Anakin Skywalker, yes. Left the Jedi Order, yes. Before destroyed by Order 66. Then it became Fulcrum and helped the rebellion. Okay, so she's quite a very important character in the animated series. In Clone Wars, she's one of the main characters. So, without further ado, let's take a closer look at the figure itself. Well, let's start with the face. It's not the most beautiful face ever, and it still has a QC problem, especially on the eyes. I tried to find the best eye out of the shells, but this is what I could manage. It could be better, but this is the best that I can get. So I guess it's not that bad. The expression looked fierce, and by the way, she's from an alien race called Togruta. I may pronounce it wrongly, but she's basically from the same race as Shakti, the Jedi Master. Anyway, the scarf here is kind of rubbery, but the whole part here is glued or molded, so that's okay, I guess. Here as well is kind of rubbery. We'll see how it will hinder the articulation. The paint on the lips and this part of the face is actually not too bad, but if you see on this part, I think the white part here is a bit too much, but yeah. And I'm not sure if the paint on this part of her head, it looks, I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I'm not really into accuracy as such, but it looks interesting to me in some sort of way. But very nice, very cool. Seems to be like being colored on a canvas, so not the most tidy ever. But anyway, I still enjoy the figure. Still looks very nice in my opinion. Now on the body, this part on the chest, bit of probably a gel or something, I'm not sure. And the body part is actually not bad. The mold here, look at that, it's very nice. And the wrinkles, as always, it goes all the way to the wrist here, so the detail is there. I think the paint is not bad in my opinion, quite acceptable. And coming to her waist here, there's this part which kind of rubbery. This is a soft plastic rubbery, so it won't hinder the articulation that much, I guess. And rubbery as well, and they use a mix with soft goods material here, soft goods material, so that's good. See, that's what's inside. I'm not trying to be funny or anything, just want to let you know what's inside. So it's cool, that way there's still room for articulation. I'm going to show you later. The knee pad, nothing much because of it's hidden. I think it's a good blend in my opinion, the soft goods and this part here. I like the texture here, by the way. It came with the grip here. I'll explain that. It's for the lightsaber hilt. And the boots, and yeah, nothing much down here. So the highlight is probably on this part of the waist and on the head. Okay. For the accessories, you will use two lightsabers. One is the longer one and the other one is the shorter one. I hope it's visible on the camera. And she wields it in a certain way, just like in the beginning of the video. And by the way, you can plug this out. You can plug out the beam area, beam part, and then left you with this. That's the pack hole basically. And then it's kind of rubbery. The hilt, both hilt kind of rubbery, and it's bended in a way. It's pretty. I mean it's bended from the mold, so in such a way. Now it came with the two holes, so that you can put it on this side. This on the right side is supposed to be on her right side, by the way. It's supposed to be for the longer one. So you just put it there. Okay, and the left side is for the shorter one. Okay, and it will fit very nicely. If you try to put it the other way around, it won't work. Trust me. Alright, now the detail is nothing much, but the paint is silver, a bit of black. Here it's all silver, a bit of details there. Now to put back, be careful to put back the beam part on the belt, on the hilt, because this plastic, translucent plastic, may break. I can feel it's quite thin, and the pack is very tiny, so be careful with it. That's one thing, but the shorter one is easier normally. Another thing with it is that if you when I try to put on the longer one here, okay, when I try to put on the longer one, I almost, because I put it wrongly, I almost break it, and in a way it caused my lightsaber beam, the longer one, to be a bit bendy in a way. It may not be very visible, but I tried my best to make it straight as best as I could with hot water and any kind of treatment, but it won't turn back to the way it was. So of course, if you are good with photography, normally you'll just make do with to make it glowing through editing, photo editing, and will be alright. But for the toy itself, it may be a bit bendy, so that's a bit of a problem that may happen. Okay, by the way, focus please. She can hold it very nicely, just like in the beginning of the video. I think this is how she normally wields the lightsaber. Okay, alright, it is quite tight and quite secure. It won't drop, and on this side as well, similar, easy. Alright, so that's with the lightsabers. For the articulation, the head is, let me check if, I think it's supposed to have it's a ball hinge. There's a small hinge down there at the neck, but because of the mold on her head, well, I'm not sure if it's a hair, but anyway, let's try to do what we can with the articulation. So a bit of nodding up, not really. The articulation is there, it's just the mold hinders it. So nodding left, I think you can do a full rotation, but I'm not going to force it. You just make do with the mold here, and you can do it. I think that's good enough. On the diaphragm here, you have that much front. Not bad actually, but look at that. To the back, not bad as well, I guess. So a bit side to side and rotation. The arm is on a ball hinge joint, so you can move up by adjusting the hinge. You can move to the back as well, and you can have full rotation. Basically, adjusting the hinge, you can do all you want. On the elbow, you can bend this much. Rotation full. The wrist, you can rotate 360. There's an additional hinge there to allow you to move like this, up, down, and up, but up is a bit hindered, this much. The other side is, there's a hinge there, but it's placed differently. Okay, down and up. Okay, now on the waist, I don't think we have anything. Normally the leg is on a ball joint with the normal rotator on top here, so we'll see the front kick this much, not bad. Back kick, actually not bad with the mold and with the soft goods. So you still have this much of a split, and then you have rotation up there. You have rotation, let me try. Yep, this is the thigh rotating. Okay, may not be very visible, but the joint is there. Look at this part. Okay, it returns back. And then the double jointed knee, this much, I guess. Alright, and then we have up and down on the ankle. Up not so much hindered by the mold, and we have pivot as well. Now I'm not sure about my right ankle. Let's try the left ankle. Yeah, it looks better. Anyway, it's there, just it doesn't really work properly. Okay, it works. So that's with the articulation department. Let's measure up. Standing to the top of his head, not to the top of this part of the head, but this head is around just below 5.5 inch, so probably 5.4 something inch tall. Okay, I think that's normal for lady figure Star Wars. Let's compare to General. So it's very short. Alright, let's see. With K2, with this version of Generoso, and that trooper, I think at one point she must have met them. That trooper is quite tall actually. Okay. Then of course with the companions at Rebels. By the way, she's Fulcrum, so she can text them a lot. Here, okay, and this is a comparison from another Disney sub-brand, Marvel. Marvel is generally taller. So overall, I really like the figure, of course, because I like the character. I've been watching the animated series since the Clone Wars, and she's quite a particular character among the Jedi's even. Even her battle style is different, and if you watch how the character ends up in the animated series, then I guess if you're a fan, of course a lot of pro and cons among the fans, but if you're a fan, then I guess a fan of the character, then I guess you'll be happy. Alright, so thanks guys for watching. I'm Austin from A Boy at Heart. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Goodbye.